All right. Hello, everybody. Wagwan. What's up? This is Gavin from Orda66 Paintball and Apparel and Orda66 Lair Podcast. Guys, welcome back. Season 5. Wow, we are rolling season 5. Got episode, what are we on now? 36? What? Guys,
Lucky
listen,
36.
I want to give a shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. Whatever you listen to us on Spotify, iTunes, whatever it is, we couldn't do it without you. So thank you. We've had a lot of great paintball stories this season, and I think we got another one for you here today. So strap in, get your beverage ready, get your mind right, get your feel six, whatever you got to do. We got a banger. So without further ado, we're gonna bring in our guests for season 5, episode 36. We're gonna have Morgan Walker in the Lair. He plays ICPL with the All Americans and NXL with Team Aftershock. So welcome to the Lair, Morgan. What's up?
What's up, Gavin? Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Glad to have you, man. How you been, man? First of all, happy early Thanksgiving. Let me say that. This episode's gonna drop Black Friday, but for us, it's now the Wednesday
day
before
before
Thanksgiving. So, happy early Thanksgiving to you and yours.
Thank you very much. Same to you guys.
So
wait to have some turkey.
Let's get the food in there. So what are your plans for Thanksgiving, Morgan?
On Thanksgiving, I'm actually working. So I work as a fireman. So my shift actually falls on Thanksgiving and Christmas this year.
Ooh.
So, and it's been like that for 2 years because of leap year. So we are thankful enough to not have to work any holidays next year, but we have to kind of bite the bullet this year. So I work tomorrow, but we're having prime rib at the fire station. So
there you go. Well, thank you for working on Thanksgiving, and we appreciate you, and thank you for keeping us safe too as well.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
So, welcome to the Lair once again. We're going to talk a lot. We're going to talk paintball. We're going to talk about your what you do. A lot might go off tangent on some of the bullshit, but that's just how it is. But before we do all that, Morgan, how we like to break the ice on the Orda66 Lair. We've been doing it since season 1, and that we're now season 5. It's what's been dubbed as Gavin's dad joke of the day. And my jokes are like my paintball. You never know what you're going to get. But you know what? I'm funny, damn it. Can't stop, won't stop. And I don't know. How do you feel about dad jokes, Morgan?
I'm in for it. I just recently became a dad. I got a 3-month-old baby in the other room right now.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very much. So maybe I'm going to add it to my repertoire.
There you go. So a 3-year-old a baby girl?
3-year-old baby boy. His name's Weston Walker.
Ooh. Future snake player?
I already got him crawling. He's already ready to go.
I love it. All right, so we're gonna see if we can add some dad jokes to the repertoire here for you, Morgan. Welcome. What's your son's name?
Weston Walker.
Weston Walker. Wow, this sounds like he's ready to regulate.
Oh yeah.
I love it. All right, so without further ado, guys, are you ready for the dad joke of the day? Ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Drum roll, please. Here we go. All right, Morgan. So with it being Thanksgiving, I thought it only fitting that we should do a Thanksgiving-themed dad joke. So, Morgan, why did the turkey stand on stilts?
I don't know. Why did he?
It's easy, bro. Because nobody eats flamingos on Thanksgiving.
That's a good one.
All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give? Well, see, it's always got to be cringe. I feel like if you don't tell a dad joke and it's not a little bit of, it's not really a dad joke.
No, that's good. And you want me to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, what do you give that dad joke on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm gonna give it a 7.5 because
7.5, that's very generous.
If this was the pizza reviews, you wouldn't be able to give it an actual like flat rate score. You got to give it 0.5 or something in there.
I appreciate it. All right, let me reach out to my peoples here. Let me see what they think. Guys, what do you think? What do you give my dad joke, guys?
That sounds like a 10.
See, this is why I do it. I'm a man of the people. I'm for the people, by the people. This is why I do it, Morgan. This is why I do it.
Love it.
All right, boom, bang, pow. We're out the gate. Thank you once again for joining us, guys. Thank you for Morgan joining us again. So, Morgan, let's for the people that don't know who you are, let's give us an introduction of who's Morgan Walker, where you're from, what you do. You already kind of told us what you do already, but what you do, and then give us a progression how you got into the sport that we love called paintball, and how that brought you to where you are now playing ICPL with All Americans and NXL you're doing with Team Aftershock. So give us the Cliff Notes version, kind of jump us off into who you are, my guy.
Yeah, so I'll give you the quick rundown, I guess. I've been playing paintball since I was in middle school, so probably since 2008-ish, 2009-ish. And I didn't really play competitively. I only really played like scenario ball. Like I would go to PA with a couple of local church friends, and we would play scenarios. The Mission Masters is what they were called. And other than that, I didn't really play any other paintball throughout the year, when I was a kid. Eventually, I ended up going through high school, and I went to paramedic school and fire academy through my senior year of high school. So I was kind of focused on that. So paintball wasn't really anything like I was thinking about. And
what year was this?
That was 2014.
Okay.
2014. So I started playing in 2009, probably stopped playing in probably 2012. And then I focused on school and whatnot. And then after 2014, after I graduated, and I was going through paramedic school, and I needed kind of something to kind of release my stress, because paramedic school is very intense, and it's very just 1 year of just, you have to hone down and really focus on it. So in my spare time, my little spare time that I had, I would go out to my local field and play paintball. Just rec. But I ended up meeting a gentleman there by the name of Mike Donelon, who's a really good friend of mine now. And he was playing rec ball, but he said, hey, we play practices out here. Why don't you come out for practice? So I came out for practice, and I got the crap beat out of me. And my personality is I don't like not being the best at something, or I want to do the best that I can at something. And at that point, I didn't feel like I was the best or doing the best.
Okay.
So I kept coming out every weekend, and I kept playing, practicing. Well, eventually I ended up going and getting a spot on a D4 team. It's called Cleveland Chaos at the time. And I played a couple events with them. We didn't do so good. And then I ended up getting picked up by the local team that was at that field. It was called OBR, Ohio Black Rain. And we actually went fourth place at the Sunshine Major in 2021.
Okay.
In Division 3 X Ball out of 31 teams. So I mean, that was kind of like a cool, feat for us, because we had never really gone that far, especially at a national tournament. And then fast forward, I played a couple more years with them, and then Special Robinson from All Americans practices at my field sometimes, because he lives in PA, and he asked if I wanted to come to a practice in Florida, because they were getting ready for a 10-man tournament down there. Well, during the practice, I played pretty good, thankfully. Because sometimes, paintball's hit or miss. You either have good days or you have bad days. And thankfully, I had a good weekend that weekend. And then the next weekend after that was the tournament. So he asked me if I wanted to come down for the tournament and play. And it was pretty cool, that the first 10-man, or not the first 10-man.
Hold on a second. I think I lost our audio. 1 second. 1 second, Morgan.
My bad.
Okay. Yep, I got you back. Are you with me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep. Sorry, I think I lost you there for a second.
All right. My bad.
All right, go ahead. Pick it up.
Yeah. So, back when Special had asked me to practice and play, it was kind of cool, because that tournament that we played, I was playing with Jacob Edwards, Jason Edwards, Rodney Squires, who's a OG Dynasty guy. And who else did we have in that event? We had LP Everett, who is an old damage guy. We had Alex Spence, who's an old damage guy. So I was playing with literally some of the best players that have ever played in that.
A lot of paintball knowledge.
Yeah, and I mean, gosh darn, what a blessing that was. I've just playing that tournament, I learned so much from just watching those guys and playing with those guys. Well, we ended up taking first place at that tournament. So that was super cool, super awesome experience for me. And just Special kept asking me to come back and play with the All Americans ever since then. And I've been blessed to be playing with the All Americans then. And then, I played a little stint in semi-pro last year with a team called Preferred Mob. They did really good in World Cup, actually. They got second place. They ended up getting a lot of their players back because when I was like a sub, kind of, and they got a lot of their players back, so they really didn't need me anymore. So now I play NXL with Aftershock, not the professional Aftershock. I just want to make that very clear because sometimes people get that confused. I play with the 5, 7, and 10-man crew, and we do pretty good. We have a lot of like OG players on there that I get to learn from and get to like really connect with. And we got season champions at World Cup this year for 5-man.
Impressive.
For 5-man, 7-man, and we blew it in 10-man a little bit, but so we didn't get the season champions in that, but the Maple Leaf Chiefs did, I believe. And then what a great organization that is. Matt Angles runs that, and he does a great job. So that's about it. Sorry, it's a short paintball
life. That's quite a journey, though, brother.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That sounds great. And the thing that I love about it, along the way, you were able to soak up so much knowledge, and it looks like you took that with you, and it's guided you. Correct me if I'm wrong, to where you're at so far, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've only been playing competitively since 2017, so I mean, that's 7 years. I mean, that's a little bit of time now, but compared to other people, that's not really that long. And I'm older. I got into the competitive side. Some kids are getting into this like 12 years old now. I mean, like I'm an old man compared to some of these kids. You know what I mean? So, I was very thankful to have the people around me that surrounded me and taught me and kind of like guided me through paintball. And I try to give back to the players now and teach a couple of people some of the things that I may have learned. You know what I mean? So.
Okay. I like that.
I think
All right, so
I lost you there for a second.
What's that?
I think I may have lost you there for a second, but I got you back now.
You got me back. All right, cool. I just want to make sure. All right, so click, coming down the tape hot. So what we do here, we take shots at our guests. So we see what happens. What rabbit hole this takes us down. And I got my guy here. He watches my tape to make sure that you don't pop out on me. You see him?
Yep, little Lego guy.
All right, so clack. First question, getting to know Morgan, the paintball player. My first question is, if your paintball game was a song, what would your paintball game be? And I'll give you an example. Like for me, I'm a big Biggie Smalls guy. I'm a big DMX guy and Jadakiss and whatever. But whenever I'm getting on the field, I have my kill tunes that I'm listening to. But a song that I think best captions my game, because I keep my run rolling, is I got 100 guns, I got 100 clips. I'm always busting my guns. You know what I mean? So what would Morgan's paintball song be? What would it really emphasize your game? What do you think that would be? And I'm excited to hear your answer, especially.
Well, I'm glad this is a fantastic question because I'm a huge music guy. I love music. I've even talked to paintball players about music before, and I saw a tattoo that a guy had that he would have never, like no one ever would have guessed what it was, and I knew it was because I love music. But I would listen to this song every time the plane would take off going to an event. I still do, like religiously. This song was used in one of the Aftershock documentaries, actually, and it was produced by a man named Dan Napoli. And I've seen this band live before, but their name is The Wonder Years. Okay. And the song's called "Came Out Swinging," and it's just a song about this guy it's just like a gritty mindset, and it's like talks about like sleeping on airport floors, and and that's just like what I envision old school paintball. Like I've never had to sleep on an airport floor, but like that's just what I envision, like old school paintball, living paycheck to paycheck and stuff like that, and just wanting to like play paintball and just that gritty attitude. And I love that, and that envisions and embodies Chicago Aftershock so well. And I'm so glad that he used that song. I actually reached out to Dan Napoli and I told him, thank you so much for putting that song in that documentary, because I've seen that band live twice now, and they always play that song as an encore. The same song. It's called Came Out Swinging by the Wonder Years. They play it as an encore every time. And it's just, it's like that
You know what
early.
you gotta do? You're gonna have to send me. Have to send me a hyperlink to that song. I'll put it in the body of the podcast so the listeners can check it out. How's that?
I will. But it's just it just screams early 2000s paintball. And I love it. I wasn't around for early 2000s paintball, but I love watching the videos and I love learning about the history that song just embodies it. So that'd be my song.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I like that. All right. Next question. Coming down the tape. Click, clack. One of my favorite questions to ask my guests. And I've always got some really, really eclectic, crazy answers. And I want to hear yours.
Okay.
Because paintball is we're a weird bunch. In fact, sports, people that play sports are a weird bunch in general. We're very, what's the word I'm looking for? Superstitious. Some might say as well. So let me ask you, click, clack, next question. What are the top 3 things Morgan's got to have in his gear bag to have a successful day of paintball, or his shit's way off? It's going to be a whack day of paintball. So top 3 things unique to you, Morgan, that you got to have in your paintball gear bag.
Great question. So one of them has to be transfuse. And I do have like, I'm friends with Steven, the owner of that company, but the fact that would be in my bag and I need like a quick, just like electrolyte, pickup, that'd be one of them. The next 2 are kind of funny, so don't make fun of me. Baby powder.
I don't judge. Somebody told me baby powder once and shit got weird, so I don't think it's gonna get it weird.
Dude, I literally just said it, baby powder.
What?
I said it. That's what I was gonna say, baby powder.
I usually. Oh God, here we go. Please, let's hear your kinky story with baby powder,
dude.
Baby powder, Morgan.
If your balls are getting stuck to your leg, it's a no-go, man. We're not gonna have a good day. You gotta like prevent the chafing, prevent the balls from sticking to your legs. It's terrible. You won't have a good day. At least I don't.
That's awesome. All right. So let me fall back a second and look at your 3 things here. So we've got transfuse.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, which is important. You gotta replenish, rehydrate, all that stuff, and stay fit stay ready to kill on the field. And then we got baby powder, so your balls aren't sticking to your legs.
You have to have your balls sticking to your legs.
Critical. And what rounds out the list for you?
So it's either going to be one of 2 things. It's either going to be deodorant or baby wipes. Baby wipes are key. I don't want to play.
This keeps popping up. I don't want
to play paintball with a dirty ass. I mean, that's just me, though.
All right, hold on. Let me peep this list here. So let me fall back. So we've got transfuse, critical.
Yep.
Baby powder, critical.
That's double critical.
So there's 1A and 1B.
Yep.
And then we've got wipes. And what's the other one?
Deodorant. Yeah.
And you know what? I appreciate both because we get smelly. Paintballers, we ran a couple points back to back, and sometimes your teammates get funky.
Yeah. Before playoffs, like if we go to playoffs in like the 5, 7, 10-man stuff with Aftershock, before playoffs start, make sure you get a fresh powder and a fresh set of deodorant, and you're good to go. That's my little forte.
Okay. I dig it. I see. This is why I like to ask this question, because you get answers that are a little bit different, right?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
All right. So, next question. You ready?
Yep.
What's your prep game like, Mark? So you talked about the transfuse. It seemed like you take care of yourself. You're fireman, you're fit. So what's your prep game like for the season? And what tips would you give to people to get ready for a season, So basically, yeah. What's your prep game like, and what are your tips to get ready for a season and to stay healthy all season?
Yeah, absolutely. So I focus on my fitness and my the way I eat year round simply because of the job that I have. Because I feel like if people are paying taxes to have me come and help them, they should get the best version of me. So I eat meats, like meats, vegetables, fruits. Um, I don't like I like to hunt actually. That's my second hobby besides paintball. So like having deer meat available and having, even I've been having squirrel lately. That's a little weird to some people, but having like untouched meat and stuff like that and to where I know where it's coming from is very important to me too,
Mm-hmm.
especially because I get to harvest the animal and control the population. So eating healthy, working out, and then obviously in the summertime, I used to go a little crazy in the wintertime too, but I'm kind of slowing down now that I have a kid. But doing your drills in paintball and stuff like that, and going to practice and stuff like that's very important. Can't just expect to, go to a tournament and not practice at all. At least have a little practice beforehand. Not saying you have to like practice every single day, but um, so just being physically fit, being mentally fit too, doing a
See,
lot of stuff doing a lot of stuff for your mental health is extremely important too because there's a lot
that
of
is critical, especially for us older players. It's
yeah.
critical. And one thing I noticed for myself, I cut back. My diet was huge. And I cut back on certain things. I started eating more fruits and vegetables, and the biggest thing was I drank more water. And I switched
Yeah.
it up and I started drinking this mushroom coffee called Rise, and that really helped me too as well in terms of my energy and my stamina. That even my coach looked back at me and said, I can definitely see your results on the field. So yeah, definitely piggybacking off what you said. Diet can definitely be instrumental to whatever age you are on the field, how you perform on the field, and cutting back on some of your bad habits. Right now my main goal is cut back on white rice. I want to try to cut white rice out of my diet completely. Wish me luck
Yeah.
with that. Living with a Latina, but
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
but that's
Congrats on the Latina though. That's pretty sweet.
what's that?
So congrats on living with the Latina though. That's pretty sweet.
Ooh, listen, man, I'll be eating good in the neighborhood, boy.
That's what I'm saying. Good
That's
food.
for sure. That's for sure, man. Tomorrow's gonna be
That's right. That's right. I'd be interested to see what a Latina Thanksgiving looks like. That's gonna be nuts.
That's dope. All right, so next question, click clack. This is one of my other favorite questions. Over the years, you played a lot of paintball. I'm sure everyone has their one the paintball marker. So, what's your favorite murder setup that you've ever had, Morgan? And what is it? And do you still have it? And do you and if you don't have it, you're still looking for it? You're trying to get it back. So, take us through your favorite murder setup of all time.
I think that my favorite paintball marker I've used is the one I'm using now. It's the Shocker Era, but it holds special value. Can I go grab it real quick? Can I leave you for a second?
Yeah, let's go.
I want to show you what it looks like. It's pretty sick. Hold on.
All right. Okay.
Ah,
All right, here we go. All right, guys, check this out.
all right, I'm back. So this is our. So we get. If you can see it, my lighting's not good anymore. So this is our. We get custom team guns every year
Hold
on
on a
the All
second. I don't know
Americans.
what happened, but I lost your audio went down a little bit.
Ooh. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yep, I can hear you now. All right, go ahead.
All right, perfect. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
So we get custom team guns on the All Americans every year, and before we played an event in Nashville this year, we got these ones.
Ooh.
This is a Shocker era, but the thing that makes the Shocker era so cool, and you see that we got the little All American logo on there. It's you can't really see it, but the thing that makes this gun cool is look at that. It's All Americans 11 out of 10.
Oh shit!
They made a mistake. They made a mistake.
11 out of 10. Wait, what?
Yeah, they made a mistake, so they made 11. They said made 11 out of 10 guns. So I always call myself the forgotten soldier because I'm 11 out of 10.
That's awesome. That's a great story. I love that.
So this is probably the gun that
you're never getting rid of that ever.
No, I like it. I like it a lot because it says 11 out of 10, and that's why I chose that one.
I love that. I love that. That's a great one. I love it.
What about you?
Good question. I've had a lot of favorites over the years. I've been a die whore. Ever since I started, I've had some DMs that I've really loved. One of my favorites was the DM12. I had a DM12 that I played with I think it was USPA a season with it. But lately the DSR is really, really, really growing on me. Okay. We shoot it with Team Lockout. It's
great team, by the way.
It just shoots butter. It really shoots butter. Like, so sticking with the die platform, I think right now my favorite would be the DSR. Second favorite probably would be I love the Planet Eclipse platform. I love the 3.5. That was one of my favorites. I had a 3.5 that was a Edmonton Impact Edition 3.5. That thing shot tits. I hate the fact that I sold that gun. I wish if whoever is listening to this that has that gun, I'm willing to buy it back. Please, let's sell it back to me. I missed that gun. So that was my second favorite gun ever. And my third favorite gun would probably be the EMEC. I think pound for pound, out of the box, EMEC shoots tits.
EMEC, we're on the All Americans we shoot the Shockers.
Your audio fell again. I don't know what happened.
What the heck?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, I don't know what happened, but I could barely hear you a while ago. Hold on,
can you hear me better now?
Everything is tuned in how it should be. Okay, mic check 1 2.
Mic check. Can you hear me?
No. See, now you sound low as heck. I don't know what happened. Hold on there, guys. Sorry about that. We're just trying to make sure we're dialed in here with Morgan. All right, Morgan?
Yep.
All right. We good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, here we go. All right. So, sorry. So, yeah, those are my favorites, personally.
Yeah. The EMECs are great. I think the EMEC is a great gun. Simon Stevens from Inception Designs makes an awesome EMEC. He has like the Fang trigger on it and everything. Yep, absolutely. If that's from Simon, that thing's squared away. I love Simon. Simon's one of my good friends. I'm not allowed to.
This one was done by Armored Anodizing. This was done by my friend Damien over at Lavina for me. It's a 1-of-1 roster edition, but still, this thing cannon bodies.
Oh, 100%.
Bodies. All right. Next question, quick clack, coming down the tape hot. With all the paintball that you played, Morgan, what would you say is your favorite paintball field? And the one that you look forward to? This is one that you're like, man, this is like your paintball field of dreams.
Honestly, it'd probably have to be Pittsburgh.
Really?
Urban Assault.
Okay. Why?
I would say Urban Assault 1, I can drive to it. So that makes it easier.
That helps.
Yeah. And then also, that's just such a legendary field, So the first time I ever played 10-man was with a team called War Party. And that was at the 2019 ICC when Tim was still alive. Okay. He ran it.
Rest in peace.
And yeah, 100%. And ever since then, that's when I fell in love with 10-man. So I mean, I gotta give it to that field. That's the first, my first encounter with 10-man wasn't with the All Americans. It was with another team that I played with called War Party, and those guys were. I'm very thankful those guys let me hop on with them, and we did pretty good. I think we got like 10th place out of like 60 something teams, and we didn't have anyone on our line that was like a pro. Yeah, 100%. 100%. So we had a good time, and I just loved it ever since. I love being in the woods, and that's the place to be if you want like a good woods field.
That's where you lost me.
Yeah, the woods field. I like it because you can be sneaky, and I'm not like. I like being sneaky.
See, I can respect being sneaky in the woods, but there's two things that with the woods that piss me off personally. Is one, I get into a good spot, I'm like, yeah, boom, I made a great move, and then I got shot through a freaking branch. That pisses me off. Like, that's like, really, you know what I mean? And sometimes, like, depending of Urban Assault specifically, I didn't play the 10-man. I only did 5-man at that event, but I was with my team when they were playing. That uphill run to that snake side, oh, your core better be strong, boy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, even on the up, you have to run uphill in the mountains field too.
Yeah.
So it's but I like that. I like because like people don't take 10-man as serious as I think they should. I think 10-man is the most purest iteration of paintball and like the most original form of paintball, and like people tend to shy away from it. Secondary to like the NXL being like the top dog right now, which is fine. I like paintball in its entirety. But it's kind of cool to be able to go out and play on like different types of terrain and stuff like that. It was really cool because I got to play 5-man with the AC squad, so like the AC Empire squad. So like I got to play alongside of some really cool guys. There was 2 teams actually. The one team had all the pros on it, like CJ Cantor, Logan Dyer. I believe Alex Goldman was on that one, and Mark Johnson was on that one. So it was like I got to like hang out with those guys and kind of like talk shop with them, but like in a completely different atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think mechanical paintball is so cool and so fun because you get to chop it up with those guys. Whereas like you never really get to, unless you play pro NXL, you're not really playing against those guys. But like you get to play against like some of the guys that you see on the webcast or whatnot, and that's really cool to me because I feel like I really respect those guys, and when I see them, like I'm gonna do everything I can to like put it on. Like I want to win. Like we played Infamous one time, and it was like the Infamous that was really good with like all the pro players, and I'm like, man, I just want to destroy these guys. And both times I ended up getting shot. The second time I ended up shooting someone before I got shot. So I mean that was cool, But at the same time, it's like we didn't win those. We didn't win those, but it was still fun.
Yeah,
get to play.
I get it.
Yeah. So
I remember my first time playing mechanical mounds. I played it was World Cup a couple of years ago with Lavina Paintball. We played and I ended up playing against Mike Paxton. I've always looked up to Paxton. Especially
I played with him on Aftershock.
Yeah, what I mean. But so I get what you're saying. Like these guys that you look up to, and you get to be playing against them. Obviously, we got a butt kick that. What I mean? I think I was the last guy alive when he shot the shit out of me. Actually, but it was.
He's been known to do that from time to time.
It's a cool feeling, and I love the atmosphere now because this is my first year really playing mechanical. With lockout and getting into the 10-man and a little bit action, a little bit, and it's a great community. Just paintball in general is a great eclectic community, but I think the mech community is also cool as well because the mixture of the OGs, and you still got those young speedballers that are coming to check it out too as well. It's cool.
You're not gonna get like the Rodney Squires. You're not gonna get the Rocky Cagnonis. You're not gonna get the Crystal Soyas and like the Visional NXL paintball. Like you're not gonna. They just don't want to. they're not playing that. They're playing the mechanical stuff. So
Yep.
if you really want to like see the people you looked up to in the serial killers documentary, or whichever other documentary, I just played with Dave Cook, the guy that was on the cover of Push, the Push documentary. Like, how cool is that? How many people say they get to play with?
How many? Yeah, that's invaluable.
Yeah, I mean, it's just what a cool experience, and I'm just so blessed to be able to play with these guys, and these guys know my name now because I get to play with big names like All Americans and Aftershock. So it's kind of cool to see like a Chris Osoyo or a John Dresser or a John Rathburn or Billy Saransky, and they're like, "Hey Morgan, what's up?" And I'm like, "How cool is that?" They know me. So I have a pretty eccentric personality though, so I go say hi to everybody, but it is what it is.
I love it. All right. That one last question before you're off the hot seat, Morgan. I've shot a lot of questions at you. My guy has done his job and kept me safe. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. You did your job. With all the paintball that you've played, Morgan, who would you say is your number one paintball nemesis? Who's the guy when you look across the field and you know he's over there? You're like, you know what? Give me an extra pot. Give me I'm gonna have to shoot the son of a bitch right in the face. So, and tell me, and then when you say, tell us how it started, and then how's it going?
Yeah, so I tell you right now, I tell him every event that I play him because I play him a lot. Kenny Shell from Asylum. He owns Asylum. He owns Asylum. Kenny Shell is a super nice guy. I love Kenny. He's awesome, but I don't know how or what he shoots me every time I play against him. I actually we played it in World Cup, and they didn't shoot me that game. So I got away with it that game. I didn't cheat or anything. People yell, you're cheating. I'll tell you if I cheat or not. Didn't cheat him. Didn't see him at all. That's probably why I didn't get shot, because I did see Kenny. But he shoots me every time. Every single time. I have no clue why, so he is my ultimate nemesis.
Okay. All right, Kenny. Hopefully the odds. So when next are you gonna see Kenny? You're gonna see Kenny at because championship coming up in February. You're gonna see him then.
Yeah, he'll probably be there. So
we're gonna see how the tables go on the next square up, guys. We're gonna tap in and see how it goes. All right, I like that. See, it's always good.
I'm gonna give him a couple extra if I see him.
You got to. But you know what, what I've realized, mech is like that. There's always a couple extra in mech, and you think because it's mechanical, no.
Nah, you're getting a couple extra for sure. I've gotten a couple extra for sure. So.
Oh yeah, and you know what's crazy though, Morgan? I'll tell you this. I started playing paintball, like I said, back with USPA, and this was like in the early 2000s, and this is when there was ramping with sideline coaching, all that bullshit, and all that stuff. Right? And I've gotten bunkered at 12.5, and that has not hurt. The hardest I've gotten bunkered in recent memory was playing mech in Dallas against the Chiefs. That's the hardest I've been bunkered when I was I seem to be the last man standing a lot of times. I don't know why, but I was the last man standing, and I got bunkered by the Chiefs. And when they came down, I felt that went deep in my soul. I don't know what it is, but mech gets this violent, man.
Hey, heavy is the head that wears the crown, being the last guy alive. Sometimes you gotta eat a couple extra because they're coming for you, and they're not gonna.
My goal, I always want to try to take souls with me. If it's coming down to it, I'm taking some of you son of bitches with me. Like, somebody's coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's always my goal.
Go down swinging.
Always. All right. So click clack. You're off the hot seat. We're gonna switch it up. We're gonna give a shout out to our sponsors, and then the tables are gonna turn as they do in life and in paintball. And you're gonna get to take a couple shots at me. So everyone else, go refill your beverage, get your mind right, come back, join us back, Orda66 Lair, Season 5, Episode 36, we'll be talking with Morgan Walker from All Americans and Aftershock. And let's go. Click clack.
Quick clap.
All right, so let's give a shout out to our sponsors real quick, because without them we could not do this. So first off, let's talk about Lavina Paintball. We've got Damian Parcells, Laura Parcells down there in Tucson, Louisiana. They run a great field. Shops are there as well. He's got speedball facilities. He's got woods ball, a whole lot going on. So make sure you go check them out. You can actually go directly to their page from my page, but it's lavinapaintball.com. You can check them out at lavinapaintball.com. Once again, make sure you check them out. Great facility. Tell them Gavin sent you. Next up, we've got AAA Paintball Park. They are closed for the season right now with the great weather that we have here in upstate New York. But also another great facility, also another exclusive distributor of Orda66 apparel other than our website. So make sure you check them out, AAAPaintballPark.com. Woods ball facility, speedball, everything else that you can think of. Check them out. Thank you to our subscribers. Once again, we could not do it without you. 5 seasons so far. Whether you listen to us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Anchor, thank you. Appreciate you. Make sure you comment, review, let us know what you think. We love the feedback. All right. Morgan, welcome back. Thank you once again. I hope you're having a great time. I'm having a great time getting to know you. I've always seen you all around paintball since I started playing the mech scene. And I'm like, I really like to have a chat with this guy. And I love what I got to talk to you at World Cup a little bit. And they said, hey, let's do a podcast, and you're down with it. So thank you for joining us. I have a great time. I hope you're having a good time.
No, I'm having a great time. It's been an honor talking to you. I like talking to anybody, so especially on a podcast. I mean, it's awesome being able to talk about the sport that I like to play. So thank you very much.
I love paintball. My only regret is I got into paintball late in life. I wish I got into paintball when in my younger body that I could do shit.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm getting old. I'm like, it's gonna hurt. All right, so the tables turn. I took a lot of shots at you, before we went to commercial. And now the tables have turned, and now you're going to take a couple shots at me. Click, clack, coming down the tape shot. You've got me trapped in snake corner. I'm the last guy standing again. My guy, God bless him, he's gone. So, what's your first shot? Hold on, let me get ready for your shot here. What's your first shot?
There you go. So, I guess my question to you is, at an event, what's your go-to meal after the first day? Because the first day, you just got done playing, you're really tired. Some guys might not want to go out, but team bonding is super big to me. So I always want to go out to eat somewhere. But like, what would be your pick to go out and eat? And it can't be like McDonald's or some shit like that. It's gotta be like, bro. It's gotta be like real food.
I'm Jamaican, bro. No. That wouldn't be McDonald's. Although I will say this, asterisk, to the start of the day on the way to paintball, somehow there's always a McDonald's breakfast involved. I don't know why. If it's because it's the only thing that's available, but there's always a McDonald's breakfast involved going to paintball. But
yeah.
Caveat. To get back to your question, I love to eat. Don't let this small frame fool you. I like to eat. Greasy goodness is required after paintball, whether it's a good practice, where we dialed in what we need to do, or a tournament, like you said, day 1, day 2, going in. So anything, honestly, with bacon and cheese. So I'd say either, my go-to would be a Philly cheesesteak, number 1. 1A would be
I lost
pizza.
you. I'm sorry.
Lots of bacon, lots of cheese or sausage or something like that.
Jeez.
Yeah, so or a burger with bacon and cheese. So yeah, anything bacon cheesy like that.
I think I lost you, buddy.
Oh, did I lose you? No, come back, Morgan. Come back. I think I lost Morgan.
Oh no.
All right, hold on, guys.
Oh shit. Oh jeez. Am I recording this?
All right, let's see here. Thank you. Okay, my God. Technology is great. We're gonna get Morgan back in here. You got a great question. That I was answering prior to us losing track, but we're gonna get him back in here and get cooking. Order66 Lair, season 5, episode 36. We'll be talking about Morgan Walker, from Team All Americans. And
Hey, sorry,
Aftershock.
Gavin.
There we go. We got Morgan back. Morgan, welcome back, sir.
Thank you. Sorry about that. I don't know what the heck happened.
I don't know what happened, but technology. But hey, we're back. So you had asked my question about food, and that's where we're at. And I think I don't know where we got lost off. Where was the last thing you heard?
Greasy goodness after a good practice and dialing in
Yeah,
shots.
greasy goodness. Anything with greasy goodness. I'll take a Philly cheesesteak with bacon and cheese. I'll take a cheeseburger with bacon and cheese. I will take a pizza with bacon and cheese, extra pepperoni, extra sausage. But also, you know what?
Big
Sometimes
bacon
just
and
like to
cheese
switch it up.
guy.
Maybe I'll even have some Mexican food. You know what I mean? Like, I like to also eat, eat wherever we're at. I like to try it out. So like, we went to Dallas, as shitty as the weather was or whatever, and then we had to go and get some barbecue. You know what I mean? So wherever we are, I like to try and get the flavor of where we're at. So that too as well. But greasy goodness, bacon and cheese, I'm good with in a nutshell.
All right, I like it. All right, click clack. Are you ready for my second
All right,
one?
click clack. What you got? Let's go.
If you could change one thing that you see at mechanical paintball events, what would it be?
Ooh. See, that's a good question because it's still early for me. Like I said, I'm still getting into the mech. I'm still learning. If I could change one thing, I don't know. I love everything about mech so far. I think maybe the only thing is maybe to change up the venues a little bit. I think knowing especially Dallas and that time of year, how things are. I think to be fair to the players, I don't think it's fair to anyone to play in those conditions. To be honest, don't get me wrong, and I'm not throwing shade or nothing at anybody. I think they did a decent job most of trying to adapt of what was going on. But I know people that got infections and shit. You know what I mean? From playing in that.
Geez,
You know what I mean? So I think maybe a little bit more scheduling wise, looking at the schedule and where we're going location wise, in terms of and be mindful of the players. You know what I mean? Because that's a shitty paintball. Nobody's making money playing mech paintball. You know what I mean? Very few people are. If you are, God bless you. You know what I mean? For us to be paying to play in conditions like that was horrible, and to know that what it's going to be like that every single time, maybe have a little bit more adaptability in the schedule of knowing where we're going. So it's not. I know obviously weather's going to happen, but you know what I mean. But people know Dallas sucks that time of year. Like we had 2 events back to back, NXL and ICPL, where we're like, come on, bruh. Okay.
Right. No, I agree.
That would be my only honest caveat. But otherwise, I love what they're doing. I think the refs, first of all, are awesome. I love the mix refs. Shout out to them. Not kissing their ass. They're not trying to curry no favor with them, but they do a great job of trying to stay on top of shit. Obviously, McBallers, they're gonna try and get away with shit. But they do what they do to try and stay on top of shit and keep shit as best as they can. And it's a great atmosphere. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, click clack. My third question.
What's that?
I said click clack. My third question.
Okay, yeah. Well, he's got another question coming in hot. Let me take another sip of my cocktail here because he can come in hot. Like I gotta get tight to my bunker at this point.
What's your? Yeah, I don't know. You only said you've been playing competitively or mechanically, for a short period of time, but what's your favorite memory? What's your favorite memory the recent times of mechanical paintball or any paintball for that matter? It doesn't need to be now.
All right. First off, mechanical. It's real easy for me. Hyperball. I love hyperball. I don't know what it is. I love the sound of the paintballs on a hyperball field. I also love how it's almost mirrored, kind of like speedball, because that's how I really started playing tournament wise level paintball. So it's kind of the same in terms of the layouts and everything's mirrored and all that stuff. But I love hyper. I don't know what it is about hyperball. I really, really love it. It's the intensity of it, the sound of it, the savagery of it. Because sometimes you get real up close and personal in hyperball. Like people's feelings get real hurt in hyperball real quick. So I love hyperball and what that brings for those reasons. And looking forward to hyperball coming up in February on those fields too as well. Then I love speedball. I don't know what it is about speedball. I love that's always been my first love. I love a Dorito, working a Dorito side, being the two on the Dorito side, backing somebody up, going down, like, making sure his tape is safe, telling him to look inside, shooting the fuck out of the home, shooting the fuck out of wherever comes out of the middle. If there's a snake one or snake two, yeah, boop, boop, and then move. I just love that. That's my shit. I love that shit.
Yeah.
That would be it. So 1B playing mech hyperball, and then but speedball will be first, and then obviously some Dorito type shit.
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
Good questions. See, you flipped it on me. Now you got me answering questions. See, that's why I like to switch it up a little bit. All right, great questions.
Yeah,
we're gonna. Are we done? Am I off the hot seat? I'm done. You got me tied it up.
Yeah, I already touched the buzzer on the other side. I already shot you.
All right, there you go. All right, so real quick before we get out of here, Morgan, tell us what's next for you. Where can people get updates on what you're doing, and then we'll get out of here after that.
I just wherever the wind takes me in paintball. Really, I've had a couple offers from a couple of different teams and stuff like that, but I guess my only really aspiration at this point is to see if I can still make something happen on the pro NXL field. I still have a lot of work to do. I think I have been putting in a lot of work since I had my stunt in semi-pro. I had a couple hiccups in semi-pro where I just didn't, play the best that I thought I could. And I learned from those mistakes. And I was very thankful for the time that I had in semi-pro. And I continue to grind and, do the best that I can. And so maybe, hopefully one day, get a tryout with, a pro team and, maybe something happens, maybe something doesn't. I'll still keep playing paintball, though, because I love it and I love being around, my friends and, a lot of the guys that I play with on All-Americans, a lot of them came to my wedding. So it's like I'll keep playing with those guys and keep having a good old time. And, like I said, see where the wind takes me. If anyone wants to follow me on Instagram, just Morgan _ Oh, hold on. Actually, I gotta see my own Instagram list.
I'll make it easy for people. There's actually going to be a hyperlink of his Instagram in the body of the podcast. Make sure you go follow, share, keep updated on what Morgan is doing and his growth in paintball. Once again, guys, thank you, Morgan, once again for joining us. Really, best of luck to you. The rest of the way, it's always a pleasure seeing you at the field. You're like hoopty. You're hoopty-ish. And then if I want to make that
that's a good dude, man. I love that. Me and him went to a fancy dinner together.
Like seeing you, if you could just take it and bottle it and just give me that positivity all the time.
Yeah.
So
well, that's the thing is paintball lacks positivity sometimes. So sometimes you just need a person to spread the positivity.
Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing, my guy. Keep doing what you're doing. Hey, Guys, keep tagging us in your pictures and your videos, repping Orda66 apparel on or off the field. We love seeing it. We do have a contest every month where you can win a $25 gift card to our shops at Orda66paintball.com. So right now we're looking at about, I've got like 6 or 7 picks of some great entries for, we just wrapped up. November, so that's gonna be great. It's gonna be good content. So make sure tag us. You can enter your picks too as well, your videos too as well, and see if you can win a $25 gift card. Right now, this episode is gonna air on Black Friday, so the sale will still be on. Make sure you go to Orda66paintball.com, join our email subscriber club. You save 30% at checkout with the code ORDER on any of our in-stock items, whether it be one of our denim headbands, tech shirts, beanies, whatever it is. 30% off. That's crazy. All right, so support local. We appreciate you. Order66paintball.com. We ship same day with tracking. So yeah, check us out. Thank you once again to all our subscribers. We appreciate you. Couldn't do it without you. Morgan, God bless you once again. Thank you for joining us. Do you have a message real quick before we get out of here? It's Thanksgiving. It's Christmas is coming up. You got a message for the people real quick before we get out of here, Morgan?
Yeah, absolutely. Just always emulate the kind of person that you wish you had around you when you were older. You know, be the beacon of light for the young players coming up, and just be respectful and show them as much love as you can, because a lot of kids that maybe are in paintball have rough home lives or stuff like that, or stuff going on in school, and they use paintball as a release. And having a person to look up to is, I think, really good for the younger generation. So the younger generation is what's going to fuel this industry, and we need to make sure that they are loved and taken care of.
I like that. All right, guys. On that note, happy holidays. Enjoy it safely. Be safe. Be careful. Have fun. Appreciate the time with your family, guys. Time is precious. Just be with your peoples. Love your peoples. And yeah, that's what I got. Until then, keep repping Orda66. What we say all the time, don't sleep. We out. Peace. And